You're watching WMBD This Morning.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us. I'm Sheridan Hurtig. First in our top story, two 18-year-olds were ordered to be held in Peoria. It's pending the outcome of allegations they participated in a crime spree that led police on a chase across Peoria and attacked a 15-year-old boy. Davier Dillard and Quinzel Foy were among 6 people, 4 of them juveniles, accused of doing donuts in the parking lots and lawns of 2 high schools. They're also accused of trying to hit a 14-year-old with a stolen Jeep Grand Cherokee and attacking a 15-year-old before stealing his phone and gray Nike Tech jacket. The video of this incident was played in court but was too graphic for us to show on air. State's Attorney Jody Hu says changes need to be made to the Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice, including giving discretion to the judge on how long offenders go to prison.
The problem is today, the kids are already jumping to those violent crimes. And as it's written, we can't keep them in custody. We need to have tighter laws on those very violent offenders.
Both men are slated to appear back in court on March 12th for a preliminary hearing. It's likely a grand jury will hear the case before then. In a follow-up now, one person was taken to the hospital Wednesday after a multi-vehicle crash involving a Pekin police vehicle. Now, the Tazewell County Sheriff is warning drivers to always watch for emergency vehicles. Now, Police Chief Seth Rainey says 2 Pekin officers were responding to a high-priority call that evening. The officers turned on their emergency lights and sirens and drove on 14th Street towards Park Avenue. Once they got to that intersection, a vehicle hit one squad car on the side, causing it to roll on top of the vehicle. Tazewell County Sheriff Jeff Lauer says drivers should always look around, even if they have a green light.
Every second counts when you're responding to somebody. If you hear lights and siren, that means somebody's in need. So if you yield, you're helping that responder get to that call.
Now, the driver of the car that struck the police squad vehicle was ticketed for speeding and failing to yield to an emergency vehicle. The incident remains under investigation with the Tazewell County Sheriff's Office. In a crime alert now, the East Peoria Police Department arresting a man and woman following a child pornography investigation. 20-year-old Gage Vandell and 28-year-old Christina Modlin both facing charges of possession and distribution of child porn. East Peoria officers say they started an investigation after they received a tip that Vandell was allegedly distributing child pornography files over the internet. He was interviewed and later arrested on February 11th. Officers then developing a cause to interview Modlin, who was dating Vandell. She was arrested Wednesday, and both are being held in the Tazewell County Justice Center. Staying in crime news, 2 men and a teenage boy arrested yesterday after Peoria police found a car connected to a shooting investigation. 24-year-old Evan Brown, 18-year-old Lamont Johnson, and a 16-year-old boy, all facing several charges, including aggravated unlawful possession of a weapon and obstructing an officer. Just before 1 in the morning yesterday, officers saw a vehicle in an alley in the area of South Blaine and West Ann Streets. That's 2 blocks away from the AutoZone Auto Parts. When officers approached the vehicle, the group inside got out and ran away. After a brief chase, all 3 were arrested. While searching the area, officers found 2 handguns believed to be tossed out during that chase. Brown and Johnson remain in custody at the Peoria County Jail. The teenager was arrested and later released to his mother. Turning now to health matters, the Peoria County Health Department is hosting walk-in COVID vaccine clinics during this month and next. Vaccines are available at no cost at this time. Clinics will be held on February 25th and 26th and March 4th and 5th. It will be hosted at the Health and Human Services in Peoria. And if you head to one of those clinics, a photo ID is required to enter the patient into the system, but a Peoria County residency is not required and no insurance is needed. Now, staying in a health alert from COVID to influenza. According to the Tazewell County Health Department, flu activity is currently at a high level in central Illinois. The health department defining respiratory illness activity less severe at a medium level. If you're experiencing any symptoms, the health department suggests you stay home until you're fever-free for 24 hours without any fever-reducing medicine. Now around Illinois, from Chicago to across state lines, there is a major traction. The Chicago Bears could potentially be moving to Indiana. It's sounding alarms for those die-hard Bears fans across the state. The team currently playing in the heart of downtown Chicago at the iconic Soldier Field. But if the move is approved, the Bears would call Hammond, Indiana, their new home in the Wolf Lake area right across state lines. Now, Bears games remain one of the biggest draws for local businesses. John Glazier, co-owner of the Silver Bullet in East Peoria, says the team plays a major role in creating a sense of unity, especially during big matchups. When he first heard the Bears could leave the state, Glazier called the possibility disappointing and believes it would strike a chord with fans across Illinois.
Even though we are a little bit away from Chicago, it's our team. And then beyond that, one of the best rivalries in sports is the Bears and Packers. So if you put them in Indiana, does that rivalry remain the same?
He says it would feel strange to call them the Chicago Bears if they're playing in Indiana. And you can learn more about the legislative side of this story by heading to our website, ciproud.com. Coming up now, how worries over the cost of food can impact your job performance. We have that and more coming up next in our Morning Health Matters.